right, Pisces, we're going to jump into your reading for today. So, guys, if you need anything, check out that description. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscribes, your shares, your dislikes. Whatever you do for this channel, thank you. I've been getting a lot of gifts lately, so thank you guys so much for that. I had Shannon send me a book and some beautiful cards, which we're actually going to use today. And then I also had Tom send me a beautiful, I want to call it a piece of art, that you will see on the channel here in the future. I just have to make room for it. So, guys, I'm getting, okay, let's see what come out. I'm getting that there's a strong energy of you either walking away from this person physically, energetically, maybe all of the above. This is start your practice life. Decide, what is your inner voice telling you about the dream that is in your heart? You are the truth seeker, awakening, transcending. How can you invite more grace to help guide you? 39 and 22 could be significant. When peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. You know, it's interesting because maybe there is an energy here where this connection was harder than it needed to be, complicated. Again, maybe there was a sense of negativity. 32 could be significant. Maybe there was a sense of negativity that was portrayed in this connection or between you and this person. Prioritizing your inner peace over them in this connection. Getting to a point where you're getting rid of distractions. Interesting, but you know, it's funny because when I started doing the pre-shuffle for this reading, I'm starting to talk very fast and I'm starting to get a little bit about it. I feel like I'm getting out of control. So this person could definitely be feeling like they're getting out of control, feeling like they have no control over how they feel for you, what is happening. You know, again, when we take control of our energy and we detach and say, okay, this isn't taking me to where I want to be, I'm just going to kind of fall into what I know to be true. And what I know to be true is that the universe is going to help protect me and guide me. Whatever the change and transformation that's happened, this death, you putting an end to whatever this connection has been or was, it's making this person really feel empty, lost, confused. You know, do you have other options? This person, there's a lot of overthinking, overanalyzing, wanting to give love now. And that's so interesting because it's, you know, this morning I've been feeling very, very drained. Like I have no, oh, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to, like no will to live, no real, nothing's giving me joy this morning. And I'm not usually like that. So it could definitely be this person's energy. You know, I tried to do a reading yesterday and I got very aggravated and just stopped. I was like, I'm done. And a lot of it was because maybe I was fighting it. I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like that's been this person's energy, keeping a lot to themselves, starting to feel drained. And as I'm saying this, I'm feeling like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. I'm starting to feel a lot more awake. So that's interesting. This person, whatever energy, emotion, everything that they're keeping to themselves is draining them little by little, feeling depleted, feeling like the things that used to make them happy or the things that they used to be able to use as distractions is no longer working. That's no longer satisfying for me. I keep hearing Kelly Clarkson, since you've been gone. Since you've been gone. Yeah, we had our chance. You blew it. Out of sight, out of mind. Feeling like you just couldn't take it anymore. Feeling like you guys continue to go in a cycle over and over again and again and again and again. And again, maybe at one point it was like, I don't want to see this. I want to ignore what maybe I need to do to bring peace, to get out of this cycle. But somebody decided to prioritize their self. So, how are they viewing you at this moment? Using your intuition. You are using your intuition to seek the truth. You know, and it's interesting, they could also see you as someone who's decided the life that you want and the life that they're able to give you does not match. And it's not saying that this person can't step up, do better, be better, make you their focus and make this connection a focus. But it's saying that they haven't, which is why you've had to detach and either, again, walk away energetically, physically, or both. And they see you as you using your intuition, you saying, I'm no longer going to fight against the current. I'm no longer going to make something work that isn't meant to work. You know, it really reminds me of like when we have this car and you're pouring all this money and this effort into it just because you don't want to get a new car. You don't want that attachment. But in reality, if you sat down and you added up how much you were putting in that car and how much a new car payment would be, you would realize that you're kind of paying the same amount. So it's kind of like, what are you willing to put your effort into? And you quickly realized that it just wasn't worth the effort anymore. And they see you as someone who's used your intuition to get you that far. Yeah, someone who's really tired. Someone who's tired of fighting for something. They see you as someone who's very successful. See, and it's interesting, there is some sort of back and forth energy. Doing a lot of self-reflection, feeling burdened. I feel like this back and forth energy, hold on. It's interesting because I've had a lot of you make this comment and I'm starting to notice it. I can be fine all morning. And as soon as I start these readings, I notice that I will cough. I'll have to clear my throat. I'll get like blockages to where I'm having a hard time getting things out because I feel like these are the things that they've constantly fought. They've constantly went back and forth. No, I can't say this, but boy, do I want to. No, I can't do this, but boy, do I want to. And I feel like you're attracting new. You're attracting different. Instead of professing what you want and saying, this is what I want, you're no longer talking the talk. You're walking the walk. And that's the reason that you are their focus now. You know, at one point, maybe you were unsure. But I feel like now there's this pull of, I want a new beginning. I want a new beginning where there is truth, there's clarity. But I'm burdened by that as well because we have had separation. You know, them noticing that no matter, it's an energy of you're going to get what you want. It's more of a who's going to give it to you. That's your energy. And if you're not giving it to me, if you're not giving me a connection, if you're not showing up for me the way that I need you to after I've tried and we've had these discussions and, you know, we've went to therapy or whatever it is, whatever that looks like for you to make something work, you start to realize that sometimes we ask the wrong people for the wrong things because they're not meant to show up for us in that way. And that's just kind of how you're starting to look at connections in life and everything in general. If I'm fighting so hard to keep this, at what point do I have to let go? And, you know, there's a lot of, I'm starting to see me reminiscing in my third eye of like reminiscing on all those times where I've held on to jobs when I should have simply let go, when I was fighting for something that was hurting me more than it was helping me. And that's kind of what I'm getting for this. And they recognize you no longer saying, should I stay? Should I go? Should I let you go? Will I get better? Do I deserve better? You know, there is a strong energy here as well of, I don't want someone to get the part of you that I fought for, the part of you that I've waited on, the part of you that I can see and I know you can be. I just have to wait for that person. You're at a point where you're saying it's okay if someone gets that version of you because I've waited for so long that a part of me is starting to see, or a part of me is starting to say, is that version of you even a possibility? Because if they don't see that version of their self, if they don't see the vision that you see, we can't get there. And maybe for a long time they've wanted to ignore it or not want to see it. But it's taken you detaching and healing for this person. You know, it's interesting because I'm seeing someone in my third eye sitting like they're at a photo shoot and it's really dark, so you can't see the person of interest, the person that the photo shoot's going to be around, which is you. You know, you are a lot of the reason why things have shifted the way that it has. you're different. Again, not talking the talk, but walking the walk. But anyway, the vision that I seen was this person that everyone wanted to be around and talk to, and everybody's talking to them. And, you're over there just kind of in the dark, getting ready for all eyes to be on you. Them not recognizing, not seeing, not paying attention, not taking advantage of the moment where nobody else's eyes are on you. Nobody else has got their interest on you because you were healing. You were getting ready for the show. And the next thing you know, all these lights go on and they're on the main character. And everyone turns around and just looks at that person. That's the energy here. That's what's happened. Mouths drop. Showstopper. Viewing you as someone who's going to be successful. It isn't a matter of will you be. It's when will you be and who will it be with. How do they feel towards you? The Emperor come out. So I feel like they do feel, it's interesting because I'm getting a lot. They feel like they have no control when they're around you or when it comes to you. They feel very unbalanced when it comes to you. This person, I feel like they thrive on being in control of their emotions, their environment. That's something that they've always wanted. That's something that they've always been able to do. But when it comes to you, you throw a wrench in everything. Feeling out of control. Yeah. Feeling like there was a really hard ending. An ending that, there's a lot here of feeling left out. Missing you. Missing that connection. Missing being with you. How are they feeling for you? Ace of Wands come out. They've been doing a lot of healing. They're scared that the flame here has died. That the reason that you've detached and walked away isn't because, again, I feel like they recognize your strength. Yes, you're no longer saying what you want. You're not talking the talk, you're walking the walk. But there's also an energy here of, did you walk away from me because you're just tired of me? Because you're just not interested in me? Again, feeling out of control when it comes to their emotions and how they're feeling and how this is conquering them in some sense, form, or fashion. And I feel like they don't like that. Doing a lot of healing, doing a lot of resting, trying to... It's like this person, I'm seeing someone trying to put out a small fire with little bitty cups of water, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. Again, that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like this person's been trying to put this fire out of how they're feeling for you, and this urge and this sensation and this feeling and this emotion, while you're falling into what this connection has been and what it'll be. You've said what you've needed to say. You've wrote it down. You've burned it. You've done whatever you needed to do to find closure, even when there was no closure. This person hasn't done the same thing. Again, feeling really drained, feeling really unbalanced, feeling like no matter how much they try to put out the fire, put out the flame, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and they feel like it's getting out of control. This is a lot about making a final decision, wanting to have the strength to come in for love, wanting to be that strong character that comes in. It's interesting because I'm seeing like this love movie in my third eye of like when they're watching it or when they hear about those scenes or you hear those love songs, it's like in this person's mind, in their thoughts, it's like, I want to do that. I want to be that. I want to have that strength. I want to be that character that comes running up to your house, that grabs you and says, I've been in love with you this whole time. But it takes a lot of strength and it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength and it takes a lot of courage. And sometimes when we feel so out of control, the only thing that we want is control. And I feel like that's where this person's been. Their emotions and their feelings for you has them feeling so out of control. It's so unfamiliar, wanting to explore it, but feeling so scared by it. There could be somebody gossiping about you guys. Feeling like something to do with the past. Yeah, something to do with this person feels like something in the past wasn't fair and just, that they could have treated you in a way that they're not proud of. They could have showed up in a way that they're not proud of. A lot that you don't know, a lot that's been unspoken. Okay, so how are they viewing this connection since you guys have separated? They view this connection as you making a final decision, as you saying, this burdens me, this stresses me out. I'm tired of carrying this. I'm tired of caring for you. I'm tired of waiting for a second chance. I'm going to make this decision. We're done. So they see this connection as you maybe making a final decision. Yeah. They see this connection as you being very caring, giving, flirtatious. They could view you as a little bit of a sweet talker. What do I mean by that? So I feel like they view you as someone who, you know what to say to them. You know how they like to be talked to. You know, maybe you know this person likes to have their ego stroked, or maybe you know just what to say when they're feeling a certain type of way. As a water sign, you do have the ability to feel other people's emotions, to feel when something's off. And I feel like you really use that to your advantage when it comes to this person. But again, there's a sense here where they felt very unbalanced. They felt very out of control when it come to how they viewed you, how they felt for you, their emotions for you. And that could have definitely brought a very unbalanced side out of them. I'm not expressing any emotions. I'm not telling you what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. I'm going to remain very logical. I do not care what you need from me. I do not care what you're thinking. That is the King of Swords, Five of Swords. And it isn't necessarily, that could be a very unbalanced energy, but it's also a protective energy. I want to protect myself. I need to protect myself. I feel like I'm losing control. But viewing this connection as you making a final decision because you had to put a boundary up. You got tired of carrying the burden, carrying the weight, waiting. But they view you as someone who's very giving, caring, compassionate, sweet, nurturing. Yeah, they view you as some sort of wish fulfillment. They view you as the universe going in their favor, but they do view you as maybe leaving, going away. Why do they view this as in such a good light, but then it crumbles? Page of Cups. Somebody could have had multiple options, and this person, somebody could have. So it's interesting. Somebody could have had multiple options. You could have had multiple people coming after you at that time. There is an energy here where you definitely used your intuition. You've been using your intuition all along with this person. Your intuition's been telling you that maybe they could only offer you a page. Maybe, again, your intuition was telling you that this person did feel so out of control that they wanted control. So they weren't willing to maybe come in and give you, compromise with you or meet you halfway. There was an energy here of, this is an immature energy. This is like dating when you're 15 years old. We don't see each other out of school. We only see each other when we're scheduled the same time at work or scheduled the same time at school or whatever it is. There was no effort here. There was no going out of the way to show you that I want to be with you. And that's what I'm getting. So I feel like there was a lot of confusion. And again, maybe you even had other people interested in you and you didn't really take this person seriously because, let's be honest, why would you? Why would you take this person seriously? Your intuition told you, we can have great things here, but I can only tell you the vision. If you don't see it, honey, I can't make you see it. I can bring a horse to water. I can't make it drink. That was your energy here with this person. So how do they feel now since this has crumbled? Ooh, they are now carrying that burden, baby. They are now carrying that burden. And they're juggling. Because I feel like ultimately they don't like that there's been an ending. They're feeling emptied. They're feeling drained. They're wanting to now tell you the things that they haven't been telling you. They now want to return. I want to come towards you. Because again, you're attracting new. You're attracting different. Maybe you're attracting this sense of, I'm getting like a sense of hidden treasure that you didn't even know the things that you were going to be able to attract towards you. But you had to drop this burden of this person. But again, now they're wanting to come back in. Let's see what's coming out. Milk and honey. Exactly. You got good things coming towards you, Pisces. I'm serious. You have abundance coming towards you. You have this rainbow coming after dealing with this person. Higher power. Use your intuition when this person comes in. There is going to be a sense here that this person wants to change the direction of this connection. They're going to possibly want... Okay, I'm going to say this. Take it how it resonates. They're going to possibly want to form some sort of new life with you. That could be living together, having a child together, having an animal together, growing a business together. They're going to want to have some sense of new life with you. Because again, you've dropped that burden. You've said, no, I'm not carrying these sticks. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to prove that I love you. I'm not going to prove that I'm going to be here. Wanting to mend this here and now. But there could be something here where there could be a lot of chaos and conflict. Okay? So I'm just going to be honest. So just be careful with that. There could be a deep knowing that maybe you need to observe how this person shows up before you give a clear and concise answer. Because remember, you've dropped this burden. They're now feeling empty. They're now feeling drained. But you hold the key. You know whether or not this person is coming in with their higher self, or are they coming in because their shadow side's coming at them? Are they coming in because those dark secrets and those dark, mean, nasty things where they were being selfish that they did to you is coming back to them? Because when our shadow side comes out in the middle of the night, we'll have visions. We'll have this past energy come up of things that we've done, things that we've said, and it can eat at you until you maybe apologize or until you let it go. And sometimes it's not even getting forgiveness from the other person, it's getting forgiveness from ourselves. So why is this person feeling so emptied and drained? Something to do with stability. Woo, hold on a second. Look, so now they're feeling sad and disappointed. Paying attention to spilled milk, something to do, it's interesting because there's some sense of success and victory that you're having, them recognizing you, them also recognizing that they could be in that position with you, but they're not, and they're really disappointed in that. Yeah, because of some sort of walking away energy. Again, Page, this is an energy of we're not going to actually take this seriously. A lot of conflict, being on different pages, not wanting to maybe communicate. Again, look, we've got emotion, we've got love. Maybe they've been lying to themselves that they've been carrying this burden, lying to themselves that they are happy on their own. It takes a certain type of individual to be able to live a long life single and to be happy, to not get lonely. And I feel like at one point this person was like, I'm that type of individual. But what they're not recognizing is that is a different level of life. There's different experiences. That's a different level of love. And we shouldn't cut ourselves off from that experience just because we're scared to love and we're scared to get hurt. Those can be amazing memories. Those can be amazing moments. And I feel like that's what happened here. This person didn't want to experience those other level types of love with someone because they didn't want to get hurt. So you've seen a very selfish energy coming from them. But what they're starting to recognize is that maybe the thing that they let go of is the thing that they actually wanted. Feeling burdened by that. Working a lot. Thinking, that maybe working 9 to 5 and then going home and working on their home and working on their car and working on their crafts or whatever they do to pass their time. They were like, yeah, this is going to be a good life. This is the life that I want to live. But that life can get very mundane and boring and repetitive. And I feel like that's what's happening. And now they're carrying that burden. And maybe even recognizing that they could have been lying to themselves all along. But that's their shadow side. Their shadow side was telling them, no, you'd rather be alone. You'd rather be alone than be happy and with someone. So don't do it. But now they're sitting on the couch in their boxers. Or now they're sitting on their couch in their cute little lingerie, eating a thing of ice cream, going, wow, This ain't as fun as I thought it was. This sucks. How does that make them feel? How does that make them feel? How does it make them feel? Very unbalanced. So, you know, it's interesting because they don't feel balanced. But they also recognize that they're also not getting cheated on or getting their heart broken. Wanting some sort of communication or movement. Possibly ready to move forward. Yes, 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 yes. They're manifesting more. They're manifesting more. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they tell you. They're not happy. They're manifesting more. They don't feel like they're living to their highest potential. This is the type of person who feels better when they have someone to call a partner, when they have someone that's in their corner. But they do like that they don't have to worry about getting cheated on or being saddened or disappointed. But again, I'm starting to feel better, which is telling me that this person is very, very drained, very, very overwhelmed, empty, unhappy. I mean, the weight of the world is on this person's shoulders. The weight of the unspoken words, unspoken thoughts, unspoken feelings, unspoken fears. You know, if this person would just look at you and say, I want this with you, but I'm terrified that this would happen. A simple conversation would help everything. Because I feel like a brand new person, and I've only did this reading for 26 minutes. So it's insane to me how different my energy feels. It's honestly a little scary. But recognizing that they aren't as happy as they thought they would be. But not at a place where maybe they want... They want calm. They want peace. And for some reason, this person always views connection or giving love as something that constantly takes courage. As something that constantly turns into chaos. And it's like, you know, I'm at a point in my life where I can change directions, but there's always a possibility that that direction is going to be hell. How are they feeling in their heart space? Slowly coming towards you. Yeah. This is not done. This is not done. How they feel in their heart space. You might think we're done, but we're not. I'm slowly coming back towards you. That's what their heart's saying. But their heart is also saying that the way things are right now is fair. Because there was a time in the past where I didn't think of you. Where I didn't take you into consideration. Where I didn't tell you the truth. Where I didn't give you clarity. And you know, right now this person's not in a place where they want you to maybe learn all of this about them. But they have to get to that place for this new door to open. Are we going to be able to get there? Okay, so again, the passion hasn't died. There's still fire. There's still spark. Something's transforming. Something's coming back to life. Something's about to take flight. Recognizing that this hasn't completely crumbled. What did I just say? You could get a message of truth. You could get a message of truth that this person's going to tell you, you know, I really do love you. But I've been at a place where I can't give you what you want. I feel like they could even come in and tell you how unbalanced they've been, how unbalanced they were. And when we are unbalanced, it makes it really hard for us to act mature, for us to communicate. There can be very unhealthy parts of us that come out. Viewing you as the Empress, wanting to give you everything that you want and more, but feeling really lack, wanting to tell you that they want some sense of love with you and they don't feel like this has died, but feeling like you've moved on, feeling like this is no longer for you. Yeah, wanting to send you a message, wanting to go the distance, wanting to tell the truth. Truth be told. They could actually send you a message and tell you that they want to come towards you, that they haven't been fair in this love, in this connection. That could be the message of truth, is that you've deserved it all and they haven't gave you any. Hold on a second. Blessed, TikTok, loyal heart. What did I say? TikTok. Time's a wasting. Somebody could send a message around 10:13 at night. It's going to be really hard for this person to press send. Feeling really loyal to you. It's like this person has a hard time wrapping their head around the fact or how blessed you are. Feeling like they abandoned you. They've been thinking a lot about that as well. This person's been using their imagination a lot when it comes to like creating with you, reminiscing. This person daydreams a lot about co-creating with you in some sense, form, or fashion. They daydream about mending this, about creating with you. They think a lot about that. They think a lot about the changes and what it would take. Again, feeling like they orphaned or abandoned you, but feeling like you come up from those ashes blessed beyond belief. Feeling again like they have a sense of loyalty to you and they feel like they've been wasting time. Give me something on that about the wasting time. Something to do with being wounded, feeling like they can't step up. Yeah, a lot of fear, a lot of worry, needing to heal, needing to rest. 4 could be significant, holding back when it comes to changing a cycle and maybe investing. Okay. So I'm getting that you've been dealing with someone who's very timid. Timid when it comes to maybe coming out of the, I can't do this. Timid when it comes to coming out. I have trouble with intimacy. I still feel the pain. I'm becoming a better person. I hide behind material things. Okay. This person could be materialistic, wanting some sense of security, but feeling like they're never going to get it. Yeah, feeling like they're not financially stable. I feel you, even though we are apart. Feeling like time. What do we have to do with the time here? I want you. Yeah. I can be myself with you. Your intellect arouses me. Interesting. Give me a few more for what this person's thinking. What this person's thinking and feeling since you've walked away. Feeling like they have a lot of possibilities. Again, they've been resting, taking a step back, healing. Maybe even getting to a point where they're opening their chakras. And maybe that's been an issue this whole time, is that they've not had open chakras. They've had them blocked. They've had them to where they're not seeing you, seeing this, but feeling like, again, they're at a place where they're wanting to take action. Wanting to take action. A lot of the action has to do with them opening their throat chakra. Them speaking. Yeah. Feeling like they finally want that balanced connection, but feeling very indecisive. It's interesting because this person feels they've had this sense of strategy for so long to take action towards you, but they also feel really brokenhearted because they feel like their money, something to do with money, finance, they feel constrained in some sense, form, or fashion. And they want to come towards you because they feel like you're their door to happiness. They feel like you really do heal them and that they would be very happy with you, but they also have a very indecisive energy. Are they going to make a decision? The moon, something here that's hidden. King of Swords, feeling burdened by what's to come and what they don't know. A lot of burdened, heavy energy. Feeling hopeful when it comes to collaborating. Wanting to move this forward, wanting to step up. Wanting a new beginning with truth and clarity. Trying to wait for time to turn in their favor. They could actually step up. I see movement forward. I see some sort of communication. So you guys could actually meet up, but I also see that someone here is going to be unsure if investment's truly, truly going to pay off. Or are we going to redo another cycle? Communication, movement forward. Future energy here. Someone planning for the future. Holding back, feeling guarded, feeling burdened, wanting happiness. Feeling like things have went in the way that they're supposed to. Wanting to come towards you. Feeling like you're very loving and giving and feeling like they can grow with you. Why are they not? Because they're still trying to move out of rough waters into calmer waters. They're still trying to find some sense of happiness. But it's interesting because I feel like this person's not recognizing that you are that sense of happiness. It's like they're not wanting to give you the advantage or the credit of making them happy. But if they would just recognize it and fall into it, I feel like you would turn into this safe place, but they're fighting it, which is why they're feeling drained. Why they're feeling so, and they're observing you. They're observing you grow. They're observing how flexible you are, how you've had the ability to be burned to the ground time and time again and to rebuild yourself better than ever. Feeling like you really, this is the second yin to the yang card right here. So feeling like you are the yin to their yang. Feeling like you are cut from the same cloth. I don't know why, but this person feels like you guys are a lot alike. One and the same. Yeah, feeling very passionately drawn towards you, feeling like you're very attractive, but also feeling worried because I know you're getting attention. I know people are paying attention to you. I know you're wanting a new beginning. Again, it isn't if you're going to get a new beginning. What am I saying? A fool. It isn't if you're going to get that new beginning, that movement forward, that happily ever after. It's when. All right, my loves, we're going to leave that here for today. Have a blessed day.